Goldwire. We'll go to Mark Berman with Fox 26. Your question for the Director of Player Development, Anthony Goldwire, please.
Anthony, long time no see.
I know that's right. How you doing?
Good. Welcome back. What does it mean to you to come full circle now, to come full circle and be back at UH with Kelvin?
It's amazing. It's a great opportunity for me. Like you say, full circle, being able to come back to, where I played my collegiate, career at. And I just recently finished my college degree in December. But this is a place where I make my home, and so to be able to spend time with my family, it's an amazing feeling.
How much would you say you've grown in the last few years as a coach, as a man, that kind of thing?
Oh, I've came such a long ways from. I'm being from Florida, coming in to a new state, coming in Pat Foster handed me the reins to lead this team. And also just going on to be a professional, athlete in the NBA and, having a family and changing career, going overseas and starting my career in the NBA for us coaching, along with Coach Sampson in Milwaukee, but just making the transition from the pros to the college, it's been amazing. But I have, just the passion to just teach and learn and continue to get better, not only just on the basketball side, but just the business side as well for us. This is something that I really enjoy doing.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
We'll go to Joseph Duarte, who's back with the Chronicle. Joseph, are you good? Can you hear?
Yeah. Hey, Anthony. Welcome back.
Thank you. How you doing?
Good. I wanted to ask, Coach Sampson was talking about when you two first met. I guess it was in Milwaukee, and sort of the conversations you had, and when it came time to your name to be in a possibility for a role like this. He asked one about the degree, and you obviously got the degree, and then I believe you also went and did an internship in Louisiana. What is your degree in, and what was the what was the internship? What did you learn from that when you were with Bob Marlin?
Well, it was a program that Coach Sampson started here to bring back former athletes for the University of Houston. And I was basically the first one to kind of go with the program. And I received my degree in sports administration. Obviously, the time has changed. When I finished here in 1994, I was under sports management, but the degree plan has changed a little bit to elevate it and make it, kind of move a little faster or whatever. So I wound up getting my degree in sports administration, and I needed, to finish up my hours down in Louisiana Lafayette. And to make it even more exciting, the coach that coached me in junior college, Bob Marlin, was the head coach. He's the head coach down there now. So he allowed me to be able to see what the college atmosphere is like, the everyday workings of a college head coach and assistant coach, being with the student athletes, also helping them perform on and off the court with player development. So that was the key for me to kind of know that this is something I want to do. And in Milwaukee, Coach Sampson, when I first walked in, his guy was Brandon Jennings, was a young point guard, never went to college, went overseas, made a lot of, played and got drafted real high by the Bucks. So when I came in as a player development coach, me and Brandon was kind of young at that area at the professional level, but he saw something in myself and in Brandon, and he allowed me to work with him. While Brandon, we both was mentoring Brandon because he didn't go to college and have that experience. So that's when our relationship really took off. We sat and mentored Brandon Jennings, but also I was watching how he handled the kids, and it was like a father figure to them. And that resonated a lot with me and helped me to grow as a player development coach, but also as a mentor for these guys.
Thank you. We'll go to James Mueller with the Cougar. James, question for Coach Anthony Goldwire, please.
Yeah, Anthony, you talked a little bit earlier about how how it feels coming back full circle and returning to U of H, but does it add to the excitement of, taking this position, just given where the program's at now and how much sustained success they've had under Kelvin Sampson and just, coming off the best season they've had in years?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's like, it's kind of surreal a little bit. I'm still in the process of just trying to take it in because it's just kind of, I think they just announced it on Tuesday, and everybody's just starting to hit me up a little bit now. But just to be able to come back and you played here and you had success here, you get drafted from here. You see your name on the wall in the Fertitta Center, and then just the biggest thing for me is coming back, getting my degree. That was the most important for me, so my kids can see perseverance and hard work and dedication, but also come back and be able to coach and have them come back to see me being on the sideline, with the staff and Coach Sampson at a place that I played and now coaching, and I'm wearing, the red U of H, logo and everything on my chest. That's an awesome feeling. So it's definitely an amazing feeling for me right now.
Thank you. We'll go to Chris Gardner, please. Chris, go ahead.
Coach, you just touched on a little bit about what I wanted to ask you, but have you heard from teammates about coming back to school and finishing their degree like you, following your footsteps?
Most of the guys, when I was going through the process, I was letting them know about the program, that this is the time for them to try to get into it because it's been great for me. All you have to do, is just come talk to Coach Sampson, and he'll open the door for you. And that's how, and that's the type of person he is. He wants to he wants to support the former athletes and bring everybody back to show that he's invested in making this program great. So I wanted to, I reached out to guys like Tim Moore, who I played with, Willie Bird. Those guys was all, during my era, and even Charles Outlaw and those guys. Those ones who I'm mostly consistent talking to all the time. But it's a great program, and I definitely reached out to them and definitely encouraged them guys to come and try to get into it. But it also brings them back to the program, and like you said, this is a great time for them to come to give support and show support to these new guys that's coming in. And I think it's a wonderful time right now for Houston basketball.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Chris. We'll go back to Joseph Duarte with the Houston Chronicle. Joseph, go ahead, please.
Anthony, it seems like sometimes the longer you're away from school, when it comes to finishing a degree, the harder it gets, or maybe just time, family, things make it difficult. Did you have any plans to try to finish, or did that encounter and that opportunity with Coach Sampson, did that really kind of the light go off in your head to say, hey, let's do this. This is the time, this is the moment. I may not get a shot, or maybe years away before I'm able to do this again.
It all kind of happened. I came when Coach Sampson probably was in his third year here. I came to see him, and I always talked to him, but he invited me down to practice, and I was just trying to figure it out then. And he was, because I was, I wanted to go back to the NBA because I was speaking with Scott Brooks, and Scott Skiles was in and out, and I knew a lot of coaches and everything. So I was trying to get back in the G League just to move up and go to the NBA. But once I saw how the passion and commitment he had towards the kids and how he wanted to make University of Houston better and great, then I was like, maybe I need to try to. And I was always still doing player development, just on the side, and I was working pros out. I was doing Monte Ellis, matter of fact. And I just asked him, I said, Coach, I came up to him and I was like, if I'm thinking about, coaching in college, would I be able to have an opportunity? He's like, well, you got to get your degree first. He said, no matter which one, but you got to get it. So I was like, okay. And then after that, 2 weeks later, I think the other guy, Blau, he called me and was like, look, Coach Sampson starting this program. I want to get you in, this and that. I don't know what you got going on. And we just kind of went from there. It was a long process getting me back into school because the history was so far back in 1994, and they had to dig up my records. And I know they didn't want to try to dig back and try to find out because the curriculum has changed and everything. But I just stuck with it. Went and met with some people on campus, and we just got the process going. And it was a difficult process because my life had changed so much from when I was in school, and everything has changed. Everything is on the computer now. So, I'm used to going into class, getting everything done, and now I have a family. So my kids are going to school. I got to get up in the morning and work with them. So, but that was my goal. I wanted to try to definitely get my degree, and this was the way I had to try to get it and go through it by going and making sure that I take this. It was a great challenge for me, and I'm glad I overcame it.
And I guess the biggest change since you were last here, when you look at the Fertitta Center and you look at the development center, you probably would have liked to have had those things when you were playing.
Oh man, I tell these guys all the time. I say, man, you walk in the Hofheinz, you walk down the tunnel and all that stuff there. The fans were so far, they was pushed back. This is this is an amazing arena. It's lit up. It's a college. It's definitely a college atmosphere, but this is development center. Just being able to come over here anytime you want to. It's your private workout for you. You come upstairs, you get a meal whenever you want. You get the weight room privacy. I told the guys I had the key to the Robinson Stadium at where Jep, and that was hooked on to. I mean, we had a little gym across from Cougar Place. That was a bet, but we also had to share it with a lot of birds and animals and all that stuff too. So I mean, yeah, this program is definitely has come a long ways, and they're still in the process of building everything. But now it's a great time to be a Houston Cougar now.
Time for a couple more here, guys. We'll go to James Mueller with the Cougar. James, go ahead.
Yeah, sort of talking about, you've mentioned, your experience in the NBA and then getting that degree. What do you feel like, that has helped you or will allow you to bring to your role as the director of player development, what you've learned from that? And then is there a certain aspect of your job that you're really looking forward to, getting into?
Just in today's era, social media is real prominent in these guys' is life right now. So everybody looking at the NBA, and I mean the G League is at a all-time level, and so many different leagues are having these guys forego college to get to the NBA. So with my history and my background, being able to get drafted, play in the NBA as many years as I did, and also play in the minor leagues too, which is the G League now, and also playing overseas, but also coaching. Those four aspects I can bring to these guys and give them. I have a story for these guys, and I've been in the rooms where the guys were drafted. I know what the coaches are looking for. I've done workouts for these guys, and I can help them mentor on and off the court. I was a student athlete, so I understand the importance of going to school. So it's just so many different avenues I can relate with these guys. I've been in the community, like I said, for so many years since I came here in '92. Just so many avenues I can kind of share with these guys and kind of relate to. So my role here is I have multiple hats. Coach Sampson allows you to work different avenues, but also be strong in the area that you're great in. And I think player development for us, not only just working with their skills on the court, but just helping these guys see, just helping them throughout the community, being a professional on and off the court by relationships in the classroom, but also they have someone they can come and get advice from, and I can mentor these guys.
Thank you. We'll go back to Andy Yanez. Please, Andy, fire away.
Hey, Anthony, you just touched on it on, having to go back and get your degree, and just from your experience with Kelvin Sampson in the past, I'm curious what you have seen just from your time right now that you've been back, and I guess from a distance, what's the culture that Kelvin Sampson has built here at U of H?
First of all, it's about family. When I first walked in, you see, himself, his daughter, his son, you got Quanis, you got Hollis. All these are close-knit guys that he's been around. So he definitely believes in family. And my relationship with him in Milwaukee was something part of a family. So he deal with guys with loyalty. He's a guy of great integrity. He wants the best for the program. He's great at building cultures and building winning programs. So that was always something, that I wanted to be a part of, and to come here to be with him on this staff is an amazing feeling. And also all the other stuff is just icing on the cake. Being used to play here, graduate from here, being home with my family, that's easy. But being around him, being around Coach Sampson every day and the rest of the staff, when you walk in, just this week and a half that I've been here, everybody is just lending out, reaching hands to try to make sure that you get up to speed before we get started, because it is, it gets kind of fast, and we have so much to teach the new guys that are coming in if they want to adapt and to be successful in the program.
All right. Are there any more questions for Coach Goldwire? I don't see any other hands. Everybody good? All right. Coach Goldwire, thank you very much for your time. Welcome back to Houston, sir. We're happy to have you. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. If there's anything we can do for you here in the future, please don't hesitate to call, reach out anytime and ask. We'll be getting ready with the off-season workouts here, summer workouts coming up soon, and more information will be coming out about that soon. If you need anything, just let me know, okay? Everybody take care.
Thank
Have a
you.
good weekend. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.